Toby, first of all, good to meet you. Let's look at the season as a whole. Notts County, the top of the league, scoring goals for fun and really proving a dominant force in the National League. How much are you enjoying this season as a Notts
Oh,
player?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All the other boys will say as well. Even the players who aren't playing, it's just everyone's loving it. Like the vibes good, training, all the staff. You know what I mean? Even me, like I'm not playing too much, but it's amazing.
Yeah. How important is that as a player who doesn't get on the pitch as much to enjoy it and to feel really part of the squad?
Yeah, definitely. I think you need everyone. Like if you're gonna do well as a team, you need like everyone from the staff, all of the subs, people out the squad, like the whole team. Start just as important as a starting 11 to be involved, feel involved, and like training sessions. The second team are even like they're doing so well. Do you know what I mean? So that's really important when it comes to a game.
Yeah, yeah, and there must be such a huge buzz going into training, like I just alluded to there, when you are top of the league and proving really difficult to beat. What's it like day to day?
It's flipping intense. It's intense, let me tell you. And I'm joking. It is. It's good. It's really good. It is intense though. Like for me, it was at Ebbsfleet before. Levels, like levels up from an Ebbsfleet. But it makes sense. Like if you're gonna win leagues and do well, like it needs intense. Um, like yeah, just from day to day, like training, like when we're in the gym or on the pitch, like it's intense. So I think that's what you need. Like you know what I mean. You want to be doing it proper.
Yeah, he touched on there the intensity of Luke Williams in training. How much is that benefiting you on the pitch
Uh,
week by week? Because you're looking a lot fitter, sharper, and that applies with the high press that Luke's trying to implement as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like you see it on Saturday and Tuesday whenever we play. Like teams can't hack it really. It's difficult because when you got someone just not letting you breathe, like coming for you 90 minutes, it's too hard to handle. And even personally, where I was like before, where I wasn't like as intense, but got up to like doing individual stuff with the staff and like with the team, like helping me and whatnot. Like I feel even better as a player individually. So I think everyone would say the same. How they've
Yeah,
improved.
yeah. What is it that Luke Williams is doing in training that's upping that intensity?
Um, I'll get in trouble if I say, when I'm joking. No, I'm not. I'm not sure. Um, what's he doing? It's probably. I don't. It's probably. It's not so much like we're not training for hours. It's when we're actually in. Like, say we're doing 11v11. Like the two teams are going at it. If we're doing a passing drill, like everyone's on it. Like no one's being sloppy. Everyone's just going at it. So it's probably like within the session, people just doing. And obviously, at the end of the session, we might do runs or gym or whatever. So stuff like that.
Yeah, my colleague Charlie, he's been down to a couple of training sessions down at Notts, and I think there's an exercise that Luke Williams likes to do where one player runs from one end of the pitch to the other and back, and then they get like a 30-second break while the other player goes and does that. Is that the kind of thing that players enjoy, that high intense training, or is that
Yeah,
something you,
yeah. Or the
oh no,
thirty
not
fives.
that?
We all
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
it. We all hate it. Nah, I'm joking. No, we love it. We love it really. Like you got this is a thing. Like although you might dread the 35s or the runs, but when you're doing it, you're loving it. Do you know what I mean? And you know it's benefiting you. So yeah, that's one thing that he likes to do. Luckily, we haven't had to do that in weeks because we've had Tuesday games, so it's been all right.
excellent, good to hear. Let's talk about you. How do you feel you've settled in at Meadow Lane since you joined in the summer?
Yeah, good. Like I think at the start, like pre-season, I didn't do very well. I think I was just like trying to get up to like grips with it and like new team. Like I think the players are so much better and like the whole like everything from like the gym to out on the pitch is up. So like I think it took me a bit of time to get used to it. I was out the squad working individually with all the staff. They helped me to now be where I'm at. Like I'm on the bench, which I'm blessed, and like be able to come on and like make an impact. You know what I mean? From where I was, it's a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. What was that like mentally, sort of having to wait your turn and wait for that opportunity?
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough, but it made sense. Like because of the quality in the team, you can't really be fuming like, oh, I should be playing because you see what the boys do. They're doing it on the pitch, and like there's so much quality that you literally can't, like any minute you could be in and out. You've just got to keep that levels. It's tough, obviously you want to be playing, but I knew I had to work on things and then get my chance. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. It says a lot about your character, Toby. Sort of knowing that, uh, despite not doing really really well, obviously you want to play week in and week out, and start every single game. I suppose you kind of accept that when there is a good thing going, it's sometimes best not to alter that.
Yeah, exactly. Like even players in my position, like Aaron and Chicks and like everyone, even Joel and stuff. Like you want the best for them, like because you know they'll do well and it's best for the team, innit? But you understand the competition, how hard it is. Like anything can happen, like due to injuries or form, and you just got to be ready to come in. But at the end of the day, I want Aaron to be like doing well, getting goals, assists, innit? Because it's benefiting us all really.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And looking at the games, particularly at Meadow Lane, you've got another one tomorrow against Bromley. I mean, playing at Meadow Lane at the moment, the atmosphere there is just it's magnificent week in and week out. How much does that go hand in hand with the performances?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? When you got the fans like chanting and it's like an extra man. I know it's cliche, but it's like an extra man. I think like personally as a player, that just gets me even more up for it. Like having that crowd, like and you feel the energy in the ground. Everyone's just buzzing, like do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's important.
Yeah, yeah. And do you get the feeling that this season, more than any, that there's something special going on at Meadow Lane? With obviously you're top of the league, you've scored countless goals so far this season, unbeaten. Well, you've won your last seven at the moment. There seems to be no stopping knots.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, I think like it's amazing feeling. Like I wasn't here last season, but I know from the boys saying like the feeling, like the whole from like everything is just different, like the style of play and stuff like that. So I think definitely it feels good, but you wanna get too ahead of yourself. It's still early days. Like I think consistency is key to keep that going. Like if we speak later in Feb and March, then do you know what I mean? You have more of an idea. But right now, you
Yeah,
just want to keep going at it, winning games comfortably, and everyone will be smiling, won't they?
absolutely. Yeah, well, everyone's smiling at the moment.
Have a party.
Very finally, Toby, you talked about sort of biding your time and waiting for that opportunity. Is that the next target for you to sort of get a permanent place in the starting 11?
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm not silly. I know the players in my position are absolutely in form. Everyone's in form, so I don't expect to be like coming in after like winning or whatever. I think now like I'm so blessed to be on the bench from being out the squad. Like I'm like getting on the bench like a start for me. So I think take it like when I come on impact, do everything what the staff and that want me to do, keep concentrating, and eventually, when things might happen, get like a start and then take the chance then. Do you know what I mean? Just got to keep at it though in training and keep the consistency. Because football, you
Yeah,
can drop, you can dip in form. Could be God one week and then like nothing next week.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, I wish you well for tomorrow night, Toby.
Cheers,
Good to meet
Jake.
you, and all the best for the rest of the season. Thank you.
Ledge, bro.
Thanks, Jake. Ollie?
Cheers.
Hi Toby, nice to finally speak to you. So
Yeah,
just,
mate.
I remember speaking to the gaffer at the start of the season about your absence from the squad, and like you've explained there, you were sort of working on little bits of your game. What specifically were those parts of the game that you were working on with the gaffer?
So when I went and had a discussion with him, he sort of noted out like these. He's quite tactical, so these tactical bits of like positioning, like intensity of like being in your position. So it's difficult for me to explain, but like where he wants me to be when like the centre back's got in, the sort of runs I'll be making, and how quick I do that as well. And also, another one actually, which I was faulting on in pre-season, was like my body shape. So defensively, like if a ball's going over the top or something, how my body shape was, and fixing those things and like focusing on them, like I was able to like achieve it, and then they even come out in the game sometimes, and no, yeah, it's improved. So that's what he wanted to see.
And then obviously that has obviously transpired, and you're getting more minutes on the pitch. And the gaffer made a comment last week about Aaron and Chicks. Their form has obviously been amazing this year.
On flame, didn't
And he said, yeah, they're on absolute fire at the minute. But he alluded to the fact that their form is contributing to your performances and is making you a better player. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think everyone in each position would agree that when that other player in your position's doing well, it makes you just, you want to impress, like, not want to impress, but you want to do well subconsciously just because the standard's so high. You need to be, if you want to get anywhere near it, you need to be, like, right behind them. So those two doing well is just pushing me. Even watching them on the sideline and seeing what they do is helping me.